Good afternoon everybody and welcome to Wild Earth. My name is Marco. For a lot of you out there I might be a new face, but I'm sure over the next couple of weeks I'll become a familiar part of the Wild Earth team. It's now 4:30 Central African time. Another beautiful day out in Africa. We've got Peter behind camera, Jan back in manning the helm in the FCC, and of course our faithful steed Jigger. We're going to be heading out and exploring the bushveld today. It's going to be quite an exciting drive. Of course, being new to the team, I've had to learn quite a bit, and especially learn the roads. But Peter behind the camera is going to give us a bit of a hand. So I invite you all, come out, join me, let us go explore the bush and see what's happening out there. There's quite a few theories behind where that marking came from or why it's there. But I think the one that I really enjoy is the stories that get told by a lot of the local people out here. That when the creator was giving all the colours to the animals, like the stripes and the spots, Mr. Waterbuck was a little bit too impatient and he ran to the front and he slipped and landed with his backside in the bucket. So now he's got a nice big target over there for everyone to know. Not a really scientific story, but nevertheless it's quite interesting. Starling on the right of us here. And it's a nice perfect example if you have a good look at the way the sun's sitting at the moment. As it moves it will pick up a shimmer and then lose its shimmer again, like an iridescent colour. See, as it turns into the shadow it almost goes like, and then it turns into the sun and then you pick up that beautiful shimmer again. Having a little scratch. One of the remaining kingfishers that actually stay out here, a lot of them move off during the migratory seasons. Look at that! Well, everybody, well, that was definitely a good call, eh? Unbelievable. You can even see the dust cloud from where they came from. This is spectacular. Shame, I think old Humgo's probably wondering what on earth's going on over here. All of a sudden he finds himself surrounded.
Slightly further to the left. I just want to try and show the whole extent of this herd. It's a little bit hard because they're still coming out the back as well.
I'd like to take this opportunity. If we can just show how beautiful the sun is setting over there. You'll see it's an absolutely exquisite sunset again, just those beautiful colours in the cloud line. And I mean, with that seen on the right hand side and or to the left hand side, and then on the right we've got what there must be 400 buffalo over here, 300-400 buffalo. I mean, what more could we ask for? These buffalo don't stop rolling in. I think Humgo's going to find himself in a slightly smaller dam.
Yeah, he's looking, he's down here on the right hand side.
There he is. Can you see? Oh, there we go. That's Okay. Now, like I said earlier, I've been stopping collecting a couple of things. As a guide in the bush, I am having quite a bit of guiding experience. A lot of guides tend to pick up their own interests, specific interests, and one very big interest for me was botany. Now, I know a lot of people might be thinking, oh, botany can be a boring subject, and especially when it comes to botanical names and so on. But my biggest interest in botany is the uses of the plants, especially medicinal uses. And not to go into a lot of detail, but just to give you a very, very quick and brief explanation of why this subject fascinates me, is I've picked up three plants over here, and roughly, very quickly, what each are used for. This one is called a russet bush willow. You take these leaves, you boil them up in a little bit of water for about 20 minutes, and you drink that, and it induces diarrhea. Okay, a very pleasant thing, but not proud of it. But as a guide, you know, you have to try these things to be able to be sure that they work, and it works quite well, I must say. This plant over here is called a silver cluster leaf. This clears up diarrhea. It has a chemical in it that binds liquid called tannin. You eat a few of these leaves and your stomach should be sorted out. So there's a lot of medicinal uses for plants out over here. And well, this one over here, since we're on the subject, it's called a weeping wattle. It's also got a nickname. We call it the wiping wattle. I'm sure you can use your imagination. This makes the best bush toilet paper out over here. So that's just a very brief explanation on why I enjoy the subject. There's a lot of uses out here. The bush is like a pharmacy of its own, and with time and with more drives I'll point out a few of the more interesting things out in the bush. But very fascinating subject, and I'm always looking for uses of plants. So we'll definitely be pointing out a few of the interesting ones on our drives. But that is beautiful. Well, that's silhouette. Last night, we all became very familiar with this one. It's our newly named white-tailed mongoose, Mojo. Such a dainty-looking animal. It's fascinating to see how far these animals can jump. It's not always something that's easy to follow, being nocturnal. But I was very fortunate on one evening to be out on a game drive and spotted a little bush babe like us right next to the road in a tree. And it was an unbelievable experience, but he pounced from one side of the road all the way to the other side of the road, right over the vehicle. It was unbelievable to see him. He just launched himself. Must have been a good 4 or 5 meters, and he launched himself across. Oh, it's an absolutely beautiful night out here again. The stars have all popped out. There's no clouds around. You can see the Southern Cross and Scorpio shooting out. I've had an absolutely beautiful time right here with everyone. Fantastic first drive for me at Wild Earth, and with Pete out in the vehicle. Jan fun control, and I must say, after driving the tank for the last couple of days, to be able to sit in Jigga, it was an absolute pleasure. Hope you all enjoyed your drive. We're going to slowly start heading back towards camp, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of the evening.